many of the world's best and sometimes worst ideas, it all started with a barbette. But 5 years and tons of steel later, there was a gazebo on top of this old silo.
Well, it was on a $100 bet that he couldn't do it. Of course, there was no blueprints or nothing written down on paper. He just knew how to do that kind of thing.
Artist Lesmeister's husband Jack and their sons started building this gazebo in the late 80s after the barn next to it burned down. Much of the gazebo was built on the ground. In 1993, it was perched on top of the silo with a 75-ton crane. Windows, wood trim, and railings were added once it was in place.
All the things that wouldn't take the flexing and the stresses of lifting.
Oh, it's nice and sunny up here.
There we are.
Jack's son Lane was a young teen at the time.
I would have to say that probably the most daunting thing was hanging upside down to weld a lot of the seams. There was just no way to get at the angle.
In addition to farming, the Lesmeisters are in the steel business, so they were able to keep costs down. Still, they estimate it was about $40,000 to build and install. Lane estimates there are 15 to 20 tons of steel in the structure, much of it recycled I-beams from bridges around the area. Holding it up inside the silo are 4 50-foot beams sunk into 8 feet of concrete.
That thing will out-survive all the buildings on this farm easily. I'll go up there when there's large storms. It doesn't bother me at all because it doesn't even move.
Jack passed away about 3 years ago, but he remains an important presence in the gazebo.
Yeah, whenever I have a tough day or something, I come up and plunk down in Dad's chair and ask him.
The family finds the gazebo a peaceful place to relax and enjoy the 8-mile view. Near Morris, Minnesota, this is Rose Dunn for Ag Week.